All right, doing the usual test on the audio. Make sure nothing else is coming through. Looks good. Okay. Okay. Keep camera at this angle for now. Good morning. So today we're doing shoulders and biceps. Took a nice rest day from the workout yesterday. Gonna be doing rest days Wednesdays and Sundays now. It's kind of taking a big toll on my body. I'm not getting enough recovery. So we got a nice Thursday morning, nice and cold out again. Let's do some stretching out of the arms, the hips. I just got a resistance band right here, just a cheap resistance band. And I'm just pushing my arms out, stretch the shoulders, just roll them a bit. You can go into the resistance band overhead. Just get that stretch out. Stretch out again the hips and the quads, the legs. We did a good workout on Tuesday. We did a nice leg workout, and then we did our high intensity interval training at night. 20-minute workout, nothing crazy. Burned some calories. Got our sweat on. A lot of gaming yesterday. Played Hades all day. Still yet to beat one. Do a run, but we'll get there. Punch the light. I'm stretching out triceps as we work those out on Monday. It's also a good stretch. If you have trouble touching the back, this is a great stretch to loosen up. That will allow you to do that. For example, So the other one, this one I can't really. If I just literally stretch out a bit, I can now, with just 5 stretches, I can almost touch it fully. See, now I can actually grab it. It's weird how the body works. Alright, so we're up early, 6 a.m. usual. I kind of had a crappy sleep even though we did have a rest day. It's just one of those days, one of those nights. Slept fine, just kept waking up to these, having weird dreams. So I'm going to again continue to stretch out. See if we can get some more viewers in before we start off. If you're watching this later on, I do appreciate it. Any comments, any feedback? Just quickly a little bit about myself. Again, if you are watching later on, my name is Mike. I'm 34. I live in Ontario, Canada. We're currently in another lockdown till at least the end of the month, and then it's going to be 50% capacity on certain things. They don't plan on fully lifting it until mid-March, if that. I've been a cook for 17 years, and I'm just kind of over it, mentally spent on it. So I'm looking for a new career path. I've been doing fitness on my own for 8 years, like self-taught, just going to the gym, learning from what I see in videos and stuff. But I've come a long way. I like to compete in obstacle course racing. That's a true passion of mine. So a lot of my training has been for that, building endurance and body strength to be able to vault over obstacles. Carry a 50-pound bucket or sandbag up and down a hill. All those jazzy, fun things. Currently, my main objective is training for my Spartan races this year. I'd like to do a little better than I did last year. I did pretty well for my first ever event. Finished 8th overall in the age group, first in my heat, but I was 2 hours behind the elite male first place. So a lot of work to do. To be able to compete for money. So I thought I'd try a new avenue. A lot of people said I should be a personal trainer, something I'm considering highly, but again, with all the lockdowns, gyms are always a thing to close as well. So it's kind of like I'm taking another risk going into another field that possibly could be in lockdown again. So I thought I'd try out Twitch. I noticed people were on fitness, doing their thing. So I thought, hey, I'll give this a try. I would like to build a community. So the short-term goal is to get that sub button. I believe we're close. I need, the next step is telling me I need 50 followers. So we're just over halfway there. So I really do appreciate any follow button, hit of the follow button. I need people chatting in the chat, so I need an average of 3 people chatting per stream. Again, I really appreciate even if it's a simple hello. Criticism, I can take it, good or bad. I know I like to ramble a lot. I am working on the lighting. I'm very sorry about this. I do have lights on order. Now, here's the problem. They were cheap on Amazon, so we decided to order them on Amazon. We're getting strip lights, those strip lights, just to see. This is a small room, so it should illuminate it nicely. Maybe we'll put a small floor lamp to help brighten it. However, there's 2 problems with that we didn't really consider at the time. Right now, there's LA that's getting ravaged. Their train's ravaged of from looters. So there's delays there. And then now in Canada, we currently have a massive convoy of our transport trucks that are refusing to pick up anything at the border. They're actually on our highways currently going to our capital city in Ottawa, and they are protesting these mandates, which I am all for. I'm all for them finally, as a collective, a group of people as a Canadian, finally standing up and saying this is fucking ridiculous. However, it does, again, not thinking about it when we ordered it, we were like, oh yeah, now it's going to be even longer, which is fine, you know, stuff happens. So I'm on my 4th week of streaming. We are addressing the light issue. I do workouts. Currently, I'm doing 5 days a week of the workouts every morning at 6 a.m. And then I have 3 night streams. I might adjust those. I'm not really getting the viewership at night on the high intensity interval trainings. I do seem to get viewers afterwards on the videos, so I might just upload those to YouTube, and unless I get some feedback on it. Tuka, welcome, thank you. So yes, so we're doing shoulders and biceps today. Sorry, I'm just getting my ramble out there while the pre-workout kicks in. I'm actually going to do a different variation of overhead today. So I'm going to be doing a military strict press, which is essentially overhead, but your grip is close in. So as you push up, you're working more of the delts. I will be doing some I got it written on my chalkboard here. So I'll be doing some military press. I will then adjust the bar up and do some pull-ups. Shoulder flies. I will do T-bar rows. So I have in the corner, it's hard to see right now, I have a little black thing. It's called a Landmine. So I put the bar in there, and I'll stack the weight on it, and I will do essentially one-handed overhands to also work the delts and the shoulder. I will do that after I've done all my stuff with the power rig. We'll do some shoulder flies, kettlebell lifts. So I will do 2 different variations with kettlebell lifts. I will do some swings up high to work the shoulders and the lower the upper back. So we'll go like this, just using our arms to pull the weight, not our legs. And then I also will do a kettlebell one arm lift as well. So again, another variation of overhead. Let's see. We'll do a little bit of reverse curls on the incline bench and bicep stretch with the dumbbells. And then I'll use the resistance band and I'll do some shoulder flies with some dumbbells. We'll get a really nice, good workout. So the unfortunate part, I mean, the room works for what it is. I have a small apartment. We're on the basement level, so it works for me in the sense I don't have to worry about the people below me. I can slam my weights. It's a concrete floor, a little bit of carpet. However, this is the only position I can put the power rack, unless I was to move it over here where I wouldn't be able to get in the storage closet, which is kind of fine, but it doesn't fit anywhere else that I can safely load and unload the weights. And the only problem is that awful light is right there. Now, I don't typically hit it, but eventually one day I'm going to smash that light by accident. So ideally, I would like to get better lighting, and it's awful. It's like a huge sun in here that it just glares on it. So we are working on the lighting, and then I would like to get rid of that light bulb and just turn it off. These lifts are more like accessory exercise in your routine, with run being priority. So it depends on what you're doing. So for example, like Spartan race, what I'm doing, what I'm training for, yes, primary focus is running and endurance, and then strength training is almost secondary, but it's just as important. Um, but if you're trying to compete in obstacle course racing, for example, definitely focus your running. You need to have that gas tank. You need to be able to run, not only up and down hills. You need to be able to run through mud and grass and uh, gravel. Like you need your basics of running, and that's where I did really well. I knew I'd have issues with the grip because I broke these two bones in my hand twice actually, and they never fully healed. So I have a lot of issues gripping. Like I don't know if you can really see, but that's as tight as I can grip my pinky and this finger. So I knew I'd have a lot of issues holding on to like monkey bars and stuff, and that's where I did fail. My obstacles were actually all of the grip challenges. Um, but I caught up to these people that had been doing these events for a while in the run. That's where my gas tank was. It was a 21-kilometer event that had 30 obstacles, and I failed 7 obstacles, so I had to do a total of 210 burpees before, like you have to do 30 burpees before you can move on if you fail. So even doing all that and being completely exhausted, I flew when it came to the running. I was flying past people. I was passing people that started 2 hours before me in the heat. And I'm not putting anybody down or saying being cocky or nothing, but the running is where I succeeded. So again, if you're going to try something like an obstacle course race, focus first on your running, get your running down pat, get that energy up, your endurance, and then work on your strength training. So I'm gonna go ahead. We've done some nice stretching. I'm gonna go ahead with no weight on the bar first. Get the stretch in. So military press. Just like overhead, already got my bar. I rest it right on my chest, the upper part, right above my nipples. Except instead of having your normal wide grip, it's close. So my palms are essentially right over my shoulders, and I'm gonna push straight up and down. And you'll see it works the back a little different than if I was out here. This is a lot harder, especially if you're doing strict military press, which essentially you don't want to move it. You don't want to move any of your legs or anything. You're just strictly upper strength. Tuka, okay, sorry, I want to read this. I think to get your stream exploding with visitors, fix the light as you said. Their basement. Set up a secondary camera facing the whiteboard to create more going on the stream. Put the laptop on a tripod level. I really do appreciate those comments. So it's kind of funny, yeah. So I do know, I've never had anybody comment about the lighting, but I do know personally I don't like it. So I'm glad that you actually commented on that. I did have a secondary camera with the laptop. Now this is just a crappy laptop we picked up on sale. And I did have the camera kind of pointing towards at my face. The quality's really low. So I've been trying it with just the main camera stretched out a bit more. And I did actually put a shelf up for the laptop to be eye level. However, it doesn't fit on the shelf. It's just a crappy Walmart shelf, so now it's holding my coins. But I really do appreciate it. I am working on, I like to work out right in the morning, right when I get up. So I get up generally 4:35 in the morning, start the stream at 6. Now, I've been getting some more viewers, and again, I appreciate everything. But what I'm noticing is even about maybe even 8 hours after I stop streaming, I'm getting way more views. Like my average workout views now are in the 60 to 70 views range. Whereas when I live stream, I'm getting anywhere from 2 to 5 viewers. So it tells me maybe I need to work and work out a little later. Ideally, I would love to start at 6 and go until maybe 10 a.m. Not just working out, but incorporating, like you said, the community where we play some games, we talk fitness, we talk nutrition, all that good stuff. But got to get to there. I really do appreciate that, Tuka. All right, so I'm gonna get ahead. Again, so right just above tit line, I love to rest the bar on my chest as I come out. I've got my palms super close, elbows already flared, and we're just pressing up with our chest. Sorry, our arms, and then slowly down. Deep breaths in your nose. Hold that all the way until you're coming down and release. If you can release through your nose, ideally, that's how you want to breathe. When you start getting exhausted, breathe through your mouth, still in your nose. You want to try to always avoid mouth breathing. It's a sign you're gassed, especially if you're doing a competition sport, like, say you're wrestling or MMA or anything like that. It's a good sign to give your opponent that you're completely gassed if you're mouth breathing. I used to be a mouth breather for long distance running, and it seemed to work for me until I actually learned how to properly, and this was recently, like even as a kid, I ran long distance all the time, but I was always a mouth breather. So more recently, about 2 years ago, when I picked up running again and I started actually focusing and trying the nose breathing, world of difference, how much energy you get. All right, so just 10-pound dumbbells. I like to start off right in front of me for the shoulder flies. And you just, about 180 degrees. You don't want to go you don't want way up here. Just try to keep your shoulders level and down. Now you can also do another version of this where you're you're pulling on an angle, so where your shoulders are still coming out, but your arms are like, coming like this. I find doing this with heavy weights, you're going to build the muscle in your delts a lot easier. This is more of a stretch for me. So again, right now we're just getting warmed up, getting the blood to the areas we want to work. See if maybe that's a little better. Okay, so we've done one warm up with shoulder flies. I'm going to stretch out the hips with some wide squats right now. Now, just because we're not working the lower body doesn't mean we shouldn't be stretching it out. So, resistance band. If you've seen my streams before, we've got a resistance band, just one cheap one you get at Walmart. I think my sister got me this for Good Life, or it's a Good Life fitness product. She got it at her sports check. I think it was $30 Canadian, came with 3 different bands, the handles, a foot attachment, and then a door attachment. So if you don't have a stationary weighted down thing, whether it be a heavy couch or like a power rack, it does come with an attachment you put in the hinges of your door, and it does work. It's sketchy at first, but I used it for a good solid 4 months before the Velcro finally gave way, and but it does work. So I've got it tied off, which all I've done is wrapped it around and use the hinge it comes with to wrap around itself and click in, and it does not go anywhere. So we're gonna do 2 things right now with this. Gonna straight arm. This will show over here. Straight arm. We're gonna work right here because we're working our shoulders. So posture up. And we're just getting that stretch. Maybe a little tighter. Switch arms. Okay, so we've got that nice stretch. Now we're gonna, same thing, we're gonna work in the biceps also today. So I'm just gonna pump a little bit of blood in and start off. So same idea, except instead of having our forearm out and lifting up, we're gonna put our forearm back in. So engage the bicep. We rotate the shoulder out, and we don't want to move the elbow. Just straight up. Find that nice stretch and down. give about a 1 to 2 second hold. And we're going to switch. So again, rotate the shoulder out. So we've got a nice stretch going on the resistance band. So for me, I personally think military press is the best exercise you can do to build that upper strength when it comes to doing like pull-ups, because it's just pure forcing yourself to use pure upper strength. Again, you don't want to use your legs or anything. With overhead, sometimes, you know, it's okay to give yourself a leg boost to get the weight up there. But with military, I like to just straight up. So we just had 10 pounds on each side, the 45-pound bar, so it was only 65 pounds. I'm gonna add, so 25s. So we're gonna bump it up to 95 pounds. I have not done military press in a long time, so I may not even be able to get this. We'll see how it works. Try to fuck, oh, there it is. So I'm going to show off the kettlebell raise. I'm sure it has a better name. So just like if you see my other videos doing the what I call the pendulum swing, to work the lower back, that's how we're starting off. So I have knees bent, okay, and And this time we're not using our arms as momentum for lower back. We're trying to mainly focus the power on our shoulders. So we're gonna grip the same and come up, right? So now we're gonna focus on throwing that weight. So it's okay to get get a start and down. So I like to have the kettlebell about right up my face. Get those shoulders up. So not only is this good for your shoulders, you work at the delts, your shoulders tight pinch in the upper back. Also works the breathing. If you get a nice speed, works your endurance. You can also work your legs. So just that act of going up and down as a squat motion, you can actually take it further back and engage more of your quads. Get a deeper thrust. I'm going to be doing one-handed versions of those. So I think I'm going to play around with the layout a little bit. I may move my plates over here under where the camera is and take the benches, kind of store them over there. Kind of easier to work in that area. Just gonna take a 2-minute break. I'm gonna replenish the water, use the bathroom quickly. right, do apologize for that, sorry. Okay, got the water filled. Let's get the music going back. I do, again, I am working on getting a playlist together that I can play on the stream. From my research I've done, it seems like there's a Spotify playlist that's royalty free for Twitch. I don't know any of the artists. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. I don't know if that, any feedback on that, or if there's a program that Twitch approves that allows you to use copyrighted music. If it's a paid service, if it's not, too crazy, I can look into it, because I would like to add music to my stream, especially the night streams. I want to start not only just, I like doing the HIIT workouts, but I want to start having some fun with them too. Like once the lights come and stuff, maybe do some crazy, some crazy little events here, whether we just do like kind of like a dance party, workout, something like that. I would like to get music in, is what I'm saying. Okay, so we're gonna go and try the military press for the 25s. I have not done this in a while, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and use wrist guards for now. Use Velcro for the thumb hole. And the whole idea behind these is to give stability to your wrist. Game. Okay, that felt comfortable. I'm going to do at least another set of the 25s. Let's get that heart rate up. Shoulder flies, go up to the next weight I have, which is 20s. right into the resistance band. Okay, and then right from there, we're going to get the bicep, the blood in there. So, you may be wondering why I am working, doing a military press, going right into kettlebell, right into shoulders, and then into resistance band. Aren't you supposed to rest in between workouts? Depends on what you're building for. Now, if this was a strength, if we were trying to build mass and get build our strength up, yes. So now you're gonna see, like anything on the internet, anything generally in life, you're gonna have conflicting arguments. A lot of people say to build mass and strength, you want to do low reps, heavy weight, with about a 3 to 5 minute rest in between. You're going to have people say, oh no, you got to do low weight, high reps with a maximum 1 minute rest in between your workouts. Do what's comfortable for you. If you're just starting out, especially weightlifting, you want to take long breaks. You want to let your muscles get the blood to them. You want to get your endurance, your energy back up before you go. Again, I've been doing this a long time. I'm not lifting anything heavy today. Like, we're kind of in the high medium range of what I can do. But again, I'm training for obstacle course racing, where you're constantly moving. It's whether it's running, and then like I said, you might have to vault over a 6, 7, 8 foot wall. Then you might run for 2 minutes. Now I've got to carry a 50-pound bucket up a hill and down a hill. And then, oh, now I got to run for a kilometer. Oh, now I have to do a grip challenge. So you got to get used to fatiguing your entire body. And that's what we're working on today. It's not just shoulders and biceps, but all around. Let's fatigue all the muscles. Let's push through the pain, the burn, and just keep it going. So I'm going to do kind of like a little circuit where the military press, we're lifting the heaviest load. So that's going to be my break. Or, okay, I start off, lift the load, take about a minute, 2 minute break. Then I'm going to cycle right in, whether it's shoulder flies, resistance band, kettlebell, kind of cycle the 3 of them all at once. Take that small break and rinse and repeat. It's going to be the same when I go ahead and do the other exercises with the reverse curls, the bicep stretch, and then going to the T-bar. I will do basically a circuit of all 3 of them, minimal resting between, and then after I've done the last exercise, I will take my 1 to 2 minute, maybe 5 minute rest, depending. All depends if I start interacting with chat again, if people are interested in talking. I do have a personal challenge for myself that I want to do. I'm not going to go and say I'm going to, weather permitted. It's called the Murph Challenge, or the Murph Mile. It was, I'll go into more of a history behind it in a later video, but the idea behind it is you strap a 20 pounds on yourself. So generally a weighted vest, which I have, and my vest does have two 10-pound plates in it already. So you strap the weighted vest on, you run a mile in it, then you complete 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 squats, and then you run another mile for time. Now, it's brutal. I've done a few of them in did I think 3 or 4 last year throughout the summer. This one I want to do hopefully by the end of the month. So again, weather permitted, I can't record. I mean, I could go out and do it. I would like to record it and put it on YouTube. Ideally, would love to stream it. That would be a nice couple-hour stream. But again, weather permitted, I need a day that it's around. It has to be warmer than -10, or the phone would freeze after a couple minutes. So I'm hoping to do that by the end of the month. I would like to do a personal type challenge at least once each month. Ideally, I would like to incorporate the community into this. So whether we have a follow incentive, a donation incentive, a gift incentive. I don't have a subscription button yet, but maybe bits. Once I learn to set that up, and then we'll throw it on the chalkboard or spin a wheel, and then we'll add. So maybe February's challenge is all viewer related, and I end up doing some crazy thing like 1,000 push-ups, or something that I pass out and die to. We're going to go back to the military press. This time I won't use the wrist guards. So again, 225s and the bar, so 95 pounds. so again, we did our heavy load. Now I'm feeling good. I could probably honestly add another 5 pounds each side and bring it up to 105 and be comfortable with that. I think I'm just going to stick with the 95 on the military press. It feels good. So we're going to give that 2-minute rest from the heavy load. Then we're going to go in to do a couple of cycles. Look, Gino, hey, how's it going? Thank you. I'm working on it. Again, I'm waiting for the lighting to come. Might take a while. We ordered it through Amazon, not thinking that not only are the trains in LA getting rioted in the States, but right now in Canada, our transport drivers are refusing to pick up any cargo from the US, and they're actually traveling to our capital city along the highways in protest. So, might be a while before I get my lighting, but I am trying to work on it. I know this light is fucking god awful. Okay, so I'm gonna go into now a little bit heavier, 25-pound dumbbells. We're gonna do the shoulder flies. Let's go ahead with the 53-pound kettlebell. Great, nice and warmed up. By that I mean body heat. I like to keep my room nice and cold, so. If you're just joining in, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Just on my 4th week of streaming, so still brand new to all this. We're doing shoulders, biceps today. So we've done some military press, some kettlebell lifts, or kettlebell swings, whatever you want to call it, but focusing on the delts. So just using the power of our arms to lift the kettlebell, shoulder flies, and resistance band for now. I'm going to probably do 2 more sets of each, and then I'll go into reverse curls, a bicep stretch, which you take dumbbells and you just stretch out those biceps. We're going to throw the bar in the landmine and do some T-bar 1-arm rows. Really good for building your shoulders and your delts. So go right into the resistance band again. Nothing crazy. We're just stretching out, getting tight, exhausting our shoulders. Okay, and then we're gonna flip the shoulder out, invert. So we're doing now biceps. Again, we're trying not to move your elbow. Just lift, tight squeeze, 1 second to 2 second squeeze, full extension down. Just getting the blood to the biceps. How you feeling today, Pugino? So even doing minimal work, starting to sweat a bit. Well, I don't mean minimal work, but I'm not doing an endurance day. Again, just stretching everything out. Yes, we're not working legs today, but we worked them Tuesday, so we're still sore. Stretch out your lats, the shoulders, in between your workouts. I always like to try to keep my body busy. Again, if I'm doing a heavy day and you're taking those 3 to 5 minute rests in between sets, keep stretching out. Side down. Up. These reps. So we're gonna go back into the military press. Just over an hour in already. Time's flying today. Struggled on that last one. Okay, so we're going back down to the shoulder flies. Okay, right into our kettlebell swings. Again, just like we're doing the pendulum ones for lower back, however, we're using our arms, our shoulders mainly to propel that weight up. Again, we're exhausting our muscles. We're nice and tight, sore. We're going to keep going with it. Back to the resistance. Oh, shake it out. And then we're going to finish off with the biceps. Again, in recovery, stretching out. Everything's starting to feel real tight. That's what we want. Stretch out those arms. Gino says, how's it going about adding more description to your channel? Let's see. It's a work in progress. I'm trying to figure it all out, but with little success so far. I fooled around. We're trying to create like a YouTube banner. Didn't really work out, but I have a couple videos on YouTube that I am currently like in my next tab that I plan after today's stream to watch and learn a bit more about Twitch and Streamlabs to see what I can and can't do. I've been trying to add some different extensions and things. I'm not exactly sure what programs or what extensions people use. If you have any ideas or links to maybe videos that are like tutorials or links to what people you generally want to see. Ideally, I would love to have a notification. Now I have just a standard Streamlabs one when someone follows, I believe, a little zombie icon or whatever comes up. I would like to change that to my own personal thing. I would like to have, you know, maybe top the current followers, like, you know, the current 5 followers or something. I've seen people's streams where they have like floating text, whether it's followers, subs, or donations floating across the screen. I thought that might be all right. I don't want to flood the screen too much, especially with the fitness side of it, because I think it's more important to see what's going on and not be distracted by all the little doodads on the screen. Whereas with gaming, it's a little different. Now, I could be wrong. That could be appeal to people. Personally, I find it distracting when I'm trying to watch a stream if there's too much going on. But as far as editing the channel, it's a work in progress. I want to create a banner. I want to have a better description. I want to add, I downloaded a Google Calendar extension that I'm currently working on. So I want to have something clickable, whether, I think it would probably just be in my profile page, but like a calendar. So you click on it and you go, okay, February 1st, it's legs and core or whatever I'm working on. And you'll get to see a full breakdown of from 6 to 8 a.m. If it's a night stream, you'll get to see that activity. If it's a gaming stream, you'll know, okay, on Wednesday at 11 a.m., he's gaming for 6 hours. I just think doing the 2 right now, it's kind of like some people, even though I changed the title and stuff, some people coming in to see the fitness when I'm gaming and vice versa. So I'd like to add a proper schedule. Twitch's schedule maker is kind of not exactly detailed enough, and I do need to edit it because I did have to adjust this week's schedule with family matters. So again, if you guys have any help, suggestions, links, programs you use or you know that are good for streaming, by all means, again, you can whisper it. You can throw it in the comments. All right, so I'm going to stop with the military press. I'm going to do some pull-ups while the upper arms and shoulders are still intact. And then I'm going to go in, get some reverse curls and bicep stretching in. So with pull-ups, obviously there's different variations. We've been doing military press today, so I'm going to stick to a military style pull-up. Now, it's not going to be ideal because this is where I do pull-ups. It's not extremely high off the ground, like my knees I could still touch. Ideally, you want nothing under you, but we've got to work with what we work with. It's too cold to go to the playgrounds and use the playground equipment. That's normally what I do when I'm like on a run. I'll go, oh, there's a playground, some monkey bars or whatever, and I'll do some pull-ups there. But we haven't been able to get out and do that outside. All right, so I'm gonna go and do some reverse bicep curls. Using incline bench. Now again, this one's just a cheap one I got off Amazon. I am looking at getting a replacement soon. And it's really wobbly. Not ideal, but it's what we have to work with. Just gonna start off with a 20-pound. Nothing crazy. So the way I like, there's again multiple variations you can do on all types of exercise. Bicep curl, you can do it standing. Right? This one's a little low for me, so I prefer to kneel. We've got our elbow on the bench. Try to line your arm up straight and literally slowly bring the weight down and up. I'm just holding the bench because it is a little rickety. So even at just 20 pounds, feel a big stretch here. Okay, and then we switch arms. just move this aside. So we're going to go back to the pull-ups. So again, it's not the most ideal pull-up situation, but it is what it is. We're in lockdown. We're not at access to a gym, even if we had our vaccines. So we're doing what we can with what we have. Plebgino, I think it's about the professional look. It says I'm here to say. I really do agree with that, and that's where I'm going for. I'm calling kind of already full send on this. Now, yes, I don't even have a sub button. This is not a way of income, but being in lockdown, I don't have a job to go to right now again, and I do want to go full force into fitness. Again, I'm done with cooking. I need a new career path, so I'm ready to full send this. At the same time, I am going to be getting my it's called CanFit Pro, which is a personal training certificate. It's the highest accreditation you can get in Canada. The company, quite expensive. Runs $800, just over $800 before taxes Canadian. So I mean, it's probably what, $750, something like that American. It's a 3-week course, which I believe because of COVID, it's all online. I'm hoping. If not, it's going to be hard because I'll have to do 2 weeks in another city. So I'm ready. Yeah, I'm looking again for suggestions, tips. I'm not tech savvy. So I'm relearning all editing, things like that, how to make videos, how to edit them. So yes, lighting, number one thing, it's on the way. May take a while because again, the trucks are kind of protesting right now. So we're going to solve the lighting. I had a viewer that actually, he suggested a few things to me. So I may go back to the secondary camera with a laptop, and I'm going to get a bigger shelf because the shelf I got above the laptop doesn't fit. It's not wide enough. I just got a Walmart shelf there, and it's not wide enough to fit the laptop properly, so I'm going to get a better shelf, put the camera eye level, and also involve the board to interact back with the users. I got tested today and positive. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear. I'm sure you'll have a great recovery though. So we're fixing the lighting. We're gonna work on a secondary camera. Whether I go back to the crappy camera on the laptop, but at least get the secondary camera to interact, with the board and more of the face. I want to incorporate some activities. So I'm gonna focus, like I said, on the lighting, fixing the camera angles, and the professional look on the Twitch. So I will spend a lot of time doing that. I'm going to add, monthly challenges, personal challenges, which if the community wants to get involved, we can work something out with that too. I will check out that video. Sorry. Okay, I'll check out that video after. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go back to the bicep curl, reverse curls. Let's see if we can get the 25s. I would also like to incorporate like I said, a couple things on the screen, interactive things. So whether it's things to do with bits, follows, and then possibly playing around with the idea of a spinny wheel. Oh, sorry, one second, I really gotta pee. Be back 30 seconds. Sorry, the earphones just kind of got out there. Okay. So we're going to go back to the bicep reverse curls. Now, when you said you got tested, do they know, can they tell like what variant it is, or are they just kind of guessing like, oh, it's got to be Omicron or Delta because that's the thing in your area? I go back down to the 20, finish up the left arm. So we're going to go little rest on the biceps. We're going to go right into the military pull-up. Again, the best we can do with what we have. Ideally, you wouldn't have your knees touching the ground. All right, so we've done 4 sets of the pull-up. Sorry, 3 sets of the pull-up. We've worked our shoulders. So if you're just tuning in, we've done military press with the barbell. We did 4 sets of that. We did 4 sets of kettlebell lifts. So swinging the kettlebell using our delts and our arms to get that nice stretch in there. We did shoulder flies, both straight out and slightly inverted. And we used the resistance band to get a stretch as well as bicep. And then we've done some reverse curls. We're going to continue on a couple more sets of the reverse curls. Then I'm going to go into bicep stretching. So we're going to use the bench as well. And we're just taking dumbbells and literally stretching those arms out with the weight and bring them back in. And I'm going to rack up the landmine right now. And we will do one arm overhead, So again, working the shoulders as well as a little bit of lats. If you're also new to the channel or you are watching this video after, I really do appreciate it. My short-term goal is to hit that sub button and be able to do this more than just, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. Extend it so we can build a nice community. That's my long-term goal, is to build a community where we can take this into a business perspective, where either we do Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Zoom meetings, something interactive where we can do some workouts together. I do night streams for fitness so far 3 nights a week, sorry. So currently Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 6 a.m. is my, I call it strength training, mostly weights. There will be some days I won't use as much weights, and we'll focus more on endurance building. But my night streams have been more for the endurance building, high intensity interval training. I experimented with one night stream on the spin bike. We did 34 kilometers on the spin bike while playing Hades on the PS5. I would like to incorporate more kind of fun things like that with the community. So ideally, wish I wouldn't have had my bench there when I did that, but you know, lesson learned. I am working on the lighting issue. I have lights on the way. I am working on getting a secondary camera. I may go back to using the laptop as a small secondary. I want to show off the chalkboard, what I have on it, so I can interact with people too, and as well as more eye-to-eye contact. And then I want to incorporate some fun things to do. I'm going to be doing monthly personal challenges, and I would like to get the viewership involved in that somehow, whether it's through follows or bits, maybe donations, and we'll add, you know, again, some fun challenge things. So, okay, for every follow, I do an extra 20 push-ups at the end of the month or whatever it is, and build it up to this crazy thing where I probably pass out and have a heart attack. So I have an idea for this month. The end of this month, what I'm going to do, weather depending. So I need to have a day where the weather's at least negative 10 degrees or less. Even at negative 10, after a while, my camera might turn off. iPhones don't like the cold at all. For example, I was out for a run the other day. It was minus 25 Celsius, and I took my phone out to quickly record, and 45 seconds in, it shut off completely. So this challenge, I'm looking forward to doing, hopefully before the end of the month. Again, I want to do it outside. Probably will be a couple hours. It'll take me probably a couple hours. Okay, we're going to go back to the reverse biceps. So again, you could do these standing. My bench is really rickety, and I got to get a replacement. Really rickety. It's a little low for me, so I'm going to kneel. I got my one leg as a plant, the other one I'm on my foot here, and I'm holding the bench because again, super rickety. We've got our elbow down on the arm we're using. Try to straighten out as best you can. And we're just slowly dropping the weight Full extension, pull up, nice tight. Breathing, and constantly breathing, controlling. If you have any suggestions for the stream, feel free. I'm not opposed. I can take criticism. I have had a few suggestions from a couple of viewers that I'm looking into after the stream. I appreciate it. Again, we're addressing, main goals are addressing the lighting, the camera, and the actual Twitch itself, the profile, giving it a better spruced up personal look. I'm also been doing research on other, again, I'm doing this, it's only my 4th week in. I've been doing research on other fitness channels to kind of see what they do. Not that I'm looking to steal anybody's ideas or anything, but just get a generalized idea of what attracts their viewers. My YouTube and Instagram are in the link, or sorry, in my profile. Instagram is just a personal Instagram. I post more of my running times and achievements on there. We have pictures of the girlfriend, pictures of the cat. I do, like I said, I would like to at some point take this to Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Zoom, and interact with people live that way, as well as Twitch. So hopefully we can get that going sometime soon. Okay, so now it's gonna go to the Landmine. I might have to adjust the angle slightly. We'll see how it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead. So apologize for a second here. Move this guy. Okay. So you can kind of see my chalkboard now. I know it's in reverse because the way I have the camera set up. But I will be working on a different, I want to put, I think ideally I want to put a shelf over in this corner that will directly face it. Okay, so Landmine. Slightly. So you can get quite a few different Landmine attachments for your rig. This one is just a floor. Quickly show it off. Okay, so it's literally this square. It can be bolted down. Mine's not. I just have it in the corner. And this one has 2, so you can use your Olympic bar as well as a 1-inch bar. And it just swivels all over the place. So you can do great things with this. We can do
back rows, which is the main reason I got this piece of equipment. Not being in the gym, there's very little movements with the back I'm finding at home that really you can pound the weight on. Back rows are a great one. Also, what I'm going to be doing is shoulders. So sorry, I'll put that back. So you can do this two ways mainly. I'm going to be doing this kind of a seated version. So you can do standing, which up, down, or you can do kneeling. Now, you can do it on your knees. You can have one, I'm going to have for stability, I'm going to have one leg out, one back. Bar is right over my shoulder, about an inch from it. Deep breath in. And just push that straight up. Slowly down. All right, and we switch. Again. I've got the end of the bar directly in front of my shoulder, about an inch out. Straight up, straight down. And this is all working your delts. It's also working your triceps and your lats. So in between resting that, I'm going to show off the bicep curls. Let's see, so we did reverse curls, we did that. We did one of those. Now for the bicep stretch, you don't want to use a heavy weight. You want to get used to the movement first off. It will seem strenuous at first. I promise that was me moving on the bench. So you want to find your angle. You can do this sitting straight up. I'm going to do it a little on an angle. What we're going to do is engage the biceps. Slightly put the elbows out. And just stretch them out so we get that nice full extension. Hold it for about a second, 2 seconds. And slowly bring them back in. And I'm going to give it about a minute rest, and then I'm going to go back to the one arm overhead. Shake out, stretch your arms, stretch your muscles out. Okay, so again, you can do this one of three ways. Got my one leg planted, one holding. Okay, the one I'm pushing the arm with is holding my body straight. You can do this both knees, and this will focus more directly on your upper strength and your lats, or you can do it standing, which you'll get a little bit of the lats, the upper lats here, and a little more engaged. But we've exhausted our arms, we've exhausted our shoulders, so we're gonna do what I think is the easier of the three right now. Just have a 25-pound plate on here. The bar itself is 45 pounds, but since we're using a lever action, we're not gonna get the full 45 pounds from the bar. I'm not gonna go ahead and do the science behind it and figure it out. I'm here, I'm not a mathematician. I wouldn't even know how to do that calculation. Okay, so again, bring it up. Get in range here, so right directly in front of our shoulder, about an inch from it. So we're just 2 hours in now. Still feeling pretty good. We got showing me I have 6 viewers right now. I really do appreciate it. So I'm going to continue on a little bit more. Please, again, feel free, drop a comment, hit that follow button if you like what you see. We do this 5 mornings a week, 3 at night. I would like to extend it. Again, build a community. Let's extend this. Start doing some crazy workouts, some crazy activities, have some fun together. If you don't feel comfortable in the comments, you can whisper me. Again, suggestions, ideas you may have, things you want to see. If there's certain areas of your body you want to target and you want me to show you how, I can. there's exercise maybe you're unfamiliar with, if you're trying to get into running, whether it be improving your sprints or long distance. Now, I'm not a sprinter. I am working on exercises to improve my power. I will never be a sprinter. That's not my goal. I like my long distance. So I do train for endurance. I train for obstacle course racing. So things like Spartan Race, Tough Mudder, Mud Hero are three examples. I'm signed up for a total of 5 events this year. I've been signed up for the same 5 events for 2 years straight. They all got pushed back and then canceled. The only event I got to do was the Spartan Beast in October, which was a 21K run with 30 obstacles mixed in. So hopefully they all go through this year. I'd like to sign up for more. So this journey will be a lot of not just strength training, but training involving that. Once we can get outdoors, when it warms up just a bit more, that I can stream outdoors. We're showing a lot of exercises you can do outdoors with literally, like, you can bring equipment, you don't need equipment. My night streams have been focused currently on high intensity interval training. So building your endurance, controlling your breathing, keeping the heart rate up, burning lots of calories really quickly. They range from 20 to 30 minutes. And all of them have been with no equipment, no weights. I just use this small 6x6 foot area of carpet that I'm currently on to do my workouts. They've all been beginner and advanced friendly. So there's modifications on the exercises you can always do. I've been uploading them to YouTube. I still need to upload the one we did on Tuesday night. But feel free to check those out. And again, any feedback is muchly appreciated. So I'm going to go back into the bicep stretching. I'm going to take the 20s. So again, we're going to engage the biceps, slightly to the side, full extension, bring it in, controlling that breathing. Zeiss, hopefully I say that right, Z1SS, thank you very much. I do appreciate that follow. That does mean a lot to me. So I do need to adjust my Twitch schedule. I am working on a Google extension, Google Calendars, that would be more accurate and tell you guys what exactly I'm going to be working out, both in the morning and during the night streams. which ones will be gaming streams, which ones will be focused on fitness. Tomorrow, 6 a.m., we'll be doing another workout. Now, I have a family event tomorrow that I can't miss, so we will not be doing the night stream. So I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to incorporate some legs and back. We'll do upper and a little bit of lower because we did lower back Tuesday as well. So we'll focus on the upper back, little bit of lower. We'll throw some lat exercises in, and we'll build some legs. I'm going to do endurance tomorrow, so we will use the weights, but I will also keep the heart rate up since we're not going to be doing the night stream. So let's have fun with that tomorrow. I'm going to finish off with some more of the overhead on the T-bar, a little bit more biceps, and then shortly after that I will probably end the stream. Again, I usually stick around. Any comments, questions, just want to chat. Let the cats in if they want to come hang out. So again, we got the bar lined up with our shoulder, just about right in front of the shoulder, about an inch away. Breathe in, push straight up. Or over here. Going back to the bicep stretch. Just keep it with the 20s. Alright, exhausted the arms. We're gonna go ahead and throw some seated hammer curls in there. Because when you're tired, you gotta keep going. It's how you build that endurance. When it hurts, keep pushing through. Arms are nice and red, lots of blood to them. Shoulders are nice and pumped up. Feeling good, feeling great. So again, I may play around with the setup. I might move my plates that are sitting here over to under the window. I don't know. Put the benches here. I think that might be a better layout. I really do appreciate the follows, the people that tuned in today, the advice I was given, Tuca and Plugino. As always, thank you, Plugino, for tuning in, and I always appreciate your advice. So I will be looking at these videos that I was sent, as well as the ideas that Tuca had given me, and hopefully get that set up for the end of the week. So going into next week, we'll have all of this kind of set up. Again, my lighting should come Saturday, but with the truck's on strike right now, it might be delayed, which is what it is. I may throw a lamp in here instead and see how that works, as opposed to this light. It's so bright, and I know it makes this huge yellowish, foggy looking on the camera. I don't like that. So again, I do appreciate it if you're watching this after. Smash that follow button. Let's get subs. Let's get the sub button. Any comments? My YouTube is the same as my Twitch. It's Dolath. Link is in below, as well as my Instagram. My Instagram is MikeB606. Yeah, just feel free to follow me. It's open. I post running content, more of my progress, my times and stuff. We've got cat pictures. I've got cute pictures with the girlfriend. I'm going to be redoing the board. So currently on the board, let's just show the board off for a second. So this is what it looks like. I gotta clean it. I gotta redo it. But this is generally, I will do my exercises, what I'm doing today. I like to kind of have a plan. I found going into my workouts before streaming, I was just, especially at home, I was coming in with an idea. Okay, I'm gonna do chest. And then I would kind of like wander around and be like, oh, well, I always do bench and I always do, push-ups, and then I would just kind of be not working out efficiently. So always having a plan in anything you do is great to achieving your goals. And I've had my run personal bests. So my 5 kilometer time, 10 kilometer time, my half marathon, and then I've never completed a full marathon yet. This is the longest I've ever ran, was 34.42. So still a little bit of ways from that full marathon. The Spartan Beast, which is a 21 kilometer event. It took me 4 hours, 41 minutes, and 21 seconds to complete. Again, I was first in my heat. We were the last heat of the day. So conditions were really, really, really muddy. And everything was wet because we were in late October, end of October in Canada on a mountain. So everything was wet and cold and muddy, and not making excuses or anything, but the time was, I feel it could have been a lot better. So I finished first in my heat and 8th overall for males in my age group. This year they have a different group. So they have their elite group, which is their sponsored athletes. They have prize pools and stuff. So this year they've implemented a age group prize pool. So for example, me finishing 8th overall in my group, I would have won a cash prize had I done this if this was implemented last year. So it's kind of more encouraging. Now the prize pool is very low. It's an event that is starting to get more recognition, but not there yet. For example, first place, if you place first in a race, I believe you win $3,000 Canadian, which sounds amazing, but the amount of dedication and time, just like any athletics you have to put into it, to be the top athlete in endurance racing takes a lot. Like, you have to understand, like, it's not like if you're, say, a great basketball player, where you can hit that 3-point shot all the time. You're just got to be able to have enough endurance to run the court and hit that 3-point. Endurance racing is a full body experience. Like, you've got to do your run, a 5 kilometer, a 10 kilometer, and a 21 kilometer, all with obstacles in each of them. And you have to complete all 3 of those within a weekend at these events. So it's a very, very big toll. And I'm not dissing or taking away from other athletes and other sports, but personally, I find endurance racing the sport, the like top of the line, right next to CrossFit games. Like, I find these events are extremely brutal on the body. My fastest 1 kilometer, again, I'm not a sprinter. It's just really low. Really high for time. 3 minutes, 25 seconds. And then I've got right here, just thing that I'm working on for the stream. So I have a viewer that wants me to work on postures. So it's in the works. I got Thursday because I'm working on it today for a current stream next week. Discord in the profile, I keep forgetting to add that. So Murph challenge, I'm going to go over that tomorrow. This is the one I want to do outside, pending weather. It will take a couple hours at least, and then I need to try to get some music in the stream. So that is my chalkboard that I will hopefully be mounting a camera somewhere in this corner so we can focus right on it. We'll give you a little room tour. So I've got my kettlebells that are just right here. Currently, this is the area for my benches and the dumbbells. My rucksack and odds and ends, the power rack, and then the laptop, the shelf I built that is crap. It's not the shelf itself, it's these walls. I live in this really old apartment building. These walls are bowed out. The drywall is not set properly from the last from the repairs, so it doesn't even sit right. Like, it's on an angle. It can't even tighten to go level. My medals from virtual events, This is the only one I got to do in person, and this is what started my journey almost 3 years ago now. This is what made me decide to sober up, realize that I actually have an ability to do these kind of events. I ended up placing first in my heat in this one too, and this was only a 5K. There was no cash prize or recognition for it. It was just like kind of one of those fun challenges. But everything else is on here is a virtual event. I have my Spartan medal that I did in person. I just have to find a spot to hang it. I'll probably do what I do with this one and just nail it. Then we've currently got our plates and resistance bands, odds and ends, the weighted vest, rollers, the landmine, the bench will be moved, and then storage closet. So as you can see, extremely small room, right? So is what it is. Again, that's what we have to work with. But I do appreciate everybody who's been a part of this journey so far. Again, I'm just on my 4th week, so we're almost a month in. And I do appreciate all the follows, again, comments, people that have been helping me out. It means a lot to me. I'm trying a new career path, and I would like to take what I've learned myself and get other people involved in fitness. Ideally, I would love to build a community that likes to maybe get together for some of these events. That'd be awesome to me. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. we're going to be doing endurance building, but we're going to have fun with it. We're going to incorporate some legs, some upper back, and a little bit of lower with some lats. So we'll keep the heart rate up. It won't be like our high intensity workouts, but they will be fast paced, and we'll get the blood going. We'll burn some calories. We'll sweat a lot. So I hope to see you all tomorrow at 6 a.m. And then Saturday at 6 a.m. we'll be doing another morning stream, and then at 4 p.m. we'll be hitting a night stream to finish off the week. So I hope you all have a great day. And again, if you're watching this later on, feel free to follow. Give me any feedback. Thank you very much.